Hi, I'm with Simply Car Things here, and I am about to review his M4. It's had the suspension upgraded, and it should drive pretty well, so pretty excited about it. Hello and welcome to the Speed Addiction. I am driving an F82 M4, and I've reviewed this car before, but this time it's got upgraded suspension, it's got a lot more camber, a lot more rubber as well, and I'm hoping it's gonna just drive a little more focused than the previous one I drove.
What's up guys, my name is Omar. I run a YouTube channel called Simply Car Things. It is somewhat similar actually to the Speed Addictions channel, where we do tons of automotive content, particularly pertaining to European sports cars, a lot of modifications and informative based videos.
BMWs, of course.
Exactly, lots of BMW content. Of course, my F82 M4 is right here behind me. It is going to be reviewed today, and I'm actually going to be reviewing this lovely M240i. It's a car that I've never driven, so I am pretty excited to get behind the wheel of it and share my thoughts. So if you guys want to see that video, be sure to check it out on my channel. And yeah, I look forward to filming.
Let's see what it goes like. Got some corners ahead. See what the front end's like. So very little body roll straight away. Brakes are good. So this is the stock tune. Power is good, it's adequate. The brakes are really squeaky, but the body roll is checked. Little bit of understeer. Getting third gear. Good power.
So as I stated previously, this is my 2018 BMW M4. I should note that it is a non-competition package equipped model. This is just the standard M4. However, I have done a few modifications to it to make the car handle a lot better and drive a lot better as well. Starting with the suspension, the car is lowered on a set of KW V3 Coilovers, but I did have the KW springs swapped out with a set of Swift linear springs. I don't know the spring rates off the top of my head, but like I said, I'm not running the KW linear springs, and that actually made a big difference to the overall handling and driving dynamics of the car. In addition to that, I am running ground control camber plates up front because the camber adjustability on the M4 on the front axle is non-adjustable from the factory. So to have those camber plates, especially for track use, which is something that I've sort of tailored this car towards, it is very important. So I am running about -2.5 degrees of camber up front, which is relatively conservative, and it's a good blend between street and track driving, I'd say, and -2.2 degrees of camber in the rear. In terms of brakes, I'm running the Ferodo DS11s, so it's a pretty track-oriented brake pad, very, very aggressive, and it definitely has a lot of endurance when it comes to racetrack and like high temp performance. Very pleased with the pads overall, and I'm also running Motul RBF 660 brake fluid. In terms of the rotors, I'm just running the factory OEM two-piece drilled and ventilated discs, and honestly I really haven't had a problem with those rotors, and this braking system, at least on the track, has been quite phenomenal, to be honest.
So back in it, no traffic ahead this time, and here we go, just winding out this S55, thrusting the front end, extending third gear. Definitely a fun car and worthy of the M badge, no doubt about it. It's so nice to drive this car at stock power levels actually, especially with upgraded suspension. So much fun. And again, fast enough through the canyons, high speeds, and that DCT is just so quick. how I can lean into the corner. Such a great car. I mean, you really need to get more rubber on these cars. Wider rubber. It makes all the difference. Braking is good. Can take liberties. Brake late. Give it gas through the corner as well. And it can handle it. I love it. You know, these cars were launched in 2014. And as you know, I recently test drove the G82 M4, and the G82 M4 definitely a better car. I can see a lot of improvements, but this is still great, and it doesn't have the grille of the new M3 and M4 either, so that's a bonus. Wow, what a car! Can really drive it hard on this road. Trust the brakes, turning early, starting to rely on that front end more. Yes! Ah, so much fun! Thank you, Omar. I'm loving your car, mate. What a car! I can understand why he's so dedicated to this platform. It is something else. So heavier than the M2 competition, longer wheelbase as well, and that helps with stability. You can, I guess, take more liberties with the accelerator pedal.
For wheels and tires, I'm currently running the Apex SM10s. I had them actually refinished in gloss black. However, the car is so dirty right now that the wheels look like they're satin black, but in reality they're actually much shinier when they're clean. The specs on them is 18 by 10 with a 25mm offset up in the front and 18 by 11 with a 44mm offset in the rear. I'm running a 305 by 35 by 18. I think it's like a Nitto NT55R drag tire in the rear, which is definitely not ideal for a car like this, but gets the job done, I guess you could say. And then I'm running the 285 by 35 by 18 Nitto NT555 G2, which is an all-season. So definitely a weird Frankenstein tire setup, but it's been better than you would expect, honestly. And overall, the car feels relatively planted. In terms of engine performance, the engine is bone stock, 425 horsepower, 406 pound-feet of torque out of the factory. And the only thing that I've done to it is I've added the M Performance exhaust with a secondary cat delete. So I definitely like the way it sounds, and I think it just, you know, obviously adds to the driving pleasure of the car. And then I've done a few little cosmetic touches, like the wheels and tires, lowered it, paint match reflectors, and then I put like a M Performance carbon fiber decklet spoiler on the rear. And that about sums it up for things that have been done to this car.
I think as a driving tool, the G Series is slightly better, but there's not much in it. This is still a fantastic driving machine. Definitely got a lot of grip. These Nitto rear tyres are working well. Starting to lean on the chassis a bit more, get used to it more. Understeer, actually, more than I was expecting, but it's okay. Brakes are good. Can really get into this car. Steering doesn't have much fuel, so it doesn't have much feel, but it's direct. Not sure what the settings are on these coilovers, but I love this S55 engine. Obviously 3 litre for those who know, twin turbo, inline 6, 425 horsepower stock. And the car's in full sport mode. I've got a heads up display, got all the information I need in front of me. Lovely sounding engine. That M Performance exhaust is just sounds great. Can really get on the power early now, starting to warm up, getting more used to the car. Great fun. Wound it out to the red line, 3rd gear. Whoa, love it. Again, pulling strong out of the corner. improves the driving experience. If you've got an M3 or an M4 and you want to drive it hard, then definitely I recommend these KW V3 Coilovers. I'm really starting to get used to it now. Just the speed of that steering rack is great. Confidence inspiring. It's such fun, such a good experience. You can hear that exhaust, sounds great as well. Taking everything in third gear here. But again, it just turns when you need it to turn. Alright guys, so I have to say thank you very much to Omar from Simply Car Things for letting me review his car. It's a privilege and a great opportunity. Guys, please like this, give it the thumbs up, and I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to The Speed Addiction. See you guys later. Adios, goodbye, sayonara, see you soon.